Yo! What's up, good people? Mark Holmes here, and as always, I want to say thank you all for watching, commenting, subscribing, and being part of the Jobu Sports Report. Without you guys, as well as you ladies, you know that this literally does not work. Tomorrow, it's Sunday, the first Sunday without any NFL football. And the next Sunday, we have to watch the Kansas City Chiefs versus the Philadelphia Eagles. A game that most of us could care less about, with the exception of it is the last game of the season. This sucks. There's no other way to put it. It sucks. So, I'm being told that I'm an idiot. I'm an idiot for, well, many reasons actually. That I'm an idiot for falling into the trap that is the Dallas Cowboys. Now, let me preface this by saying, because everybody automatically goes to Cowboys talking about going to Super Bowls. I ain't said nothing about no Super Bowls or going anywhere. All I have said is, I will say this: nobody knows what will happen next year. You can infer that Kansas City will probably be pretty good, and with the help of the officials, there'll probably be pretty much a chance that they'll go back to the Super Bowl. Beyond that, nobody really knows what's going to happen. Nobody does. You can take a cellar dweller like the Commanders, who now all of a sudden have visions of grandeur that they think that they are now in a position to tell the Dallas Cowboys, about how bad they are and how they're not going to rebound. Bro, it's Commander fans. I know some of you are friends and family and all that, but bro, you had one good season. One good season. And you've been there before with RG3. This should actually feel kind of like, I don't know, deja vu? Seriously? You don't remember that situation? Number one draft pick? First round draft pick, quarterback, takes you to the playoffs where you hadn't been in a long time? Only to fall on your face then the next year? Yeah, that. And for Eagle fans out there that, we've already got Leo, who's guaranteed they're winning the Super Bowl, and I forgot what he wants us to call him. Good Lord. You don't remember going to the Super Bowl 2 years ago? And then losing to Tampa Bay in the playoffs the next year? Nobody knows what's going to happen. So if the Commanders with the left hand up could go from being a cellar dweller to the NFC Championship game, because they made a lot of changes on the coaching staff and so on, and went kind of in on trying to fix the team. Why can't the Cowboys do something like that? Now, it remains to be seen if they do. And what's funny is, oh my God, how they forget. Because sitting there listening to Momo, man, we got $100 million to go in free agency and things, man. We're going to be invincible. And I was kind of like, my response was, Adam Archuleta, primetime, Albert Hainsworth. You guys have a very jaded past with free agents, because you guys have spent more money than anybody in free agency. And maybe only the Jets have gotten less than you have. So pump the brakes a little bit, Commander. Just pump the brakes a little bit. Now, again, nobody knows how things turn out. Nobody knows who's going to get injured. Nobody knows which draft picks that you may think are going to be great end up being ass. Hey, nobody's end up being great. All I can say is I at least feel like the Cowboys are actually trying. I have no idea where this team is going to be next year. All I can say is some of the changes that they're making, some of the attitude that we seem to have gotten, I like this direction. I thought when I first heard the press conference, it was just Monday, that listening to Stephen Jones and this whole shit-eating grin, basically dismissing that, everything is fine here. We don't need to change anything, that since that time, that I don't know what happened, but somehow it seems like he grew up over the last couple of days, that all of a sudden, introspectively, that maybe they're realizing they're not as good as they think they are, and that they've got to actually start putting in some work. Now, whether or not that happens, I don't know. All I know is at least it feels a little different. And that's all I can ask for right now as a Cowboy fan. And don't, by all means, do not going through with this, like Micah Parsons, that we're going to be holding up the trophy next year. Stop it. Don't do that to yourself. Just look at this and say, maybe they're changing and they're in the process of rebuilding something better. That way you won't be disappointed. There's a lot of things that are going on these days. A lot of things. And like the Boy Scout motto, Boy Scout, Life Scout, I didn't put in the work to get my Eagle Scout like an idiot. Not like my brother Greg and Tony, rest his soul. But I'm a like Scout. The thing about Boy Scouts always taught you was be prepared. I don't know what the Cowboy season is going to be like next year. I don't know what anything is going to be like next year. But make sure you're prepared for whatever may come your way. Make sure you are watching your back. And make sure you appreciate what you have. And remember, let the people you love know how you feel about them. Life is short and life is precious. And you want to make sure everybody knows that when you leave away from here, that you love them. I love you guys. And God willing, with this day in the books, hope I have another one tomorrow. Peace out.